This video tutorial is about finding your travel agency niche, and I'm Joni Ogg. It's very obvious that travel agents who operate within a narrow niche at which they've gained expert knowledge of are normally quite established and profitable. It is this expertise that makes an agent successful and is what clients are seeking for when they search for an agent. Today's reality is that just about all clients have researched details of a vacation that he or she is planning on. They've done this on the internet, especially millennials, and they're going to book with an agent who knows more than they do, having done their own research already. For many newer agents, his or her niche may have been the motivation to enter the travel industry. Maybe they were interested in fishing throughout the world and have gained a considerable experience and knowledge in that they've brought that business specializing in arranging international fishing trips for individuals and groups. And perhaps they're keenly interested in the Amazon River Basin, and they've been there numerous times exploring the upper Peruvian Amazon. And their interest and expert experience should easily support a business creating itineraries for individuals and small groups. Agents focus on niches such as luxury travel, river cruising, foodie travel, and so on. Just about any hobby, interest, or experience could be the very essence of a travel niche. If you're interested and an established agent with a traditional book of business, think about maybe looking into a high yield niche market. And here are some things to consider. Like all businesses, evolving a travel niche starts with an idea. And as we explore later in this, there are many ways to come up with a viable travel niche. The most important thing is to remember the 5 W's: the what, the when, the where, the who, and the why. This will help you focus on the actual viability of a travel niche concept. What are you going to be selling, and what do you need to gain in terms of knowledge, experience, and skills? And when will you launch your travel niche, and when will it hit the tipping point in terms of viability? And where will you be operating your travel niche, and where is your market going to be? And who will the potential market be, and how will you reach them? And why will your target market purchase your niche products? Why will they be responsive? Running a profitable niche travel business depends on the yields that are generated by the transactions that an agency processes. Your business plan should give you insight into what your agency's potential profitability might be. Moving into a specific niche should improve the agency's yield performance. It's imperative that one understands the impact of a niche and the yields and how they will affect his or her overall profitability. Developing a niche market is one way to dramatically increase yields and subsequent profit performance. And choosing the right niche for your agency should start with a clear understanding of the capacity of a niche to support the intended profitability of your business plan. The advantage of selling niche products and services is that you may become expert at processing extremely complex transactions with speed and accuracy. This can dramatically help improve your profitability. And as you can see, your travel niche needs to meet your overall profitability requirements. Moving forward, let's now take a look at the ways to find your specific travel niche. Remember that a travel niche has 3 elements. First is where, then what, and finally who. Many travel agents favor 1 or 2 destinations, and they've got a considerable amount of information and expertise in them. So if you're an expert at an international destination, and you may even speak the language spoken there, you're in a great position to start narrowing your niche down. As an example, Tom and I have personally been to Hawaii hundreds of times, and Tom actually worked for Aloha Airlines in various marketing positions for about a 12-year period. And we've both escorted hundreds of travel agent fam trips during that time, and we knew just about every hotel, resort, and condo in the visitor market well enough that we could start our own Hawaii wholesale tour company, doing FITs in Hawaii on behalf of travel agents. What destinations are you expert at? Which destinations do you want to become expert at? This will develop the answer to the question, where? Your hobbies and your sports, I'm sure we all have hobbies or sports that we know a lot about. Many times a passion for a hobby can lead to a very specific niche. And the same is true about sports. So if you love to fish and you know a lot about fishing, then packaging travel for fishermen makes a lot of sense. As an example, let's say that you're an expert on Alaska and you've been fishing there many times. It would make sense that packaging fishing trips to Alaska would be an opportune niche. A focus on your expertise will often answer the question, what? And how about your social network? We've all got an extensive social network of friends, acquaintances, business relationships, social media friends, friends from high school and college, and so on. This will probably serve as your primary contacts for potential customers, especially if you're engaged with groups within your potential niche. The answer to this question will define the who. And your passion. The most important element of building a successful travel niche is your passion for the niche itself. Don't bother pursuing a niche if you're not completely passionate and excited about it. Your passion is what will drive the success of your travel niche. So, how do you discover your perfect travel niche? We've already discussed the destinations that you're passionate about, your hobbies, your sports you love, your social network, your passion for your travel niche. Here's how you should put it together. Here are 5 steps to finding your perfect niche. First, find the destinations, the hobbies, and/or sports that you're passionate about. Try to come up with a list of 10 different alternatives, and then connect them where they make sense. So as an example, my husband Tom is an avid surfer. His list might include Mexico, Central America, Portugal, Chile, and the Indian Ocean. He could actually promote enabling women in their 50s to learn how to surf, or families that want to surf together, or a surf camp with famous surfers, or surfing exploration trips. As you can see, there are a number of alternatives which all make sense. So what problems would you solve? Well, in the examples set above, women in their 50s may have gone through a divorce, maybe they've lost a spouse, or they've become empty nesters, but they might need excitement and the feeling of accomplishment. Learning to surf past the age of 50 is something of keen interest to women that may not have been able to express themselves for any number of reasons. I know this because I decided to learn how to surf when I turned 50. Each alternative solves unique problems that folks may be confronted with. Your niche should solve a very real problem for your target market. If it doesn't, it might fail. Research the opportunity. Use the obvious keywords for each alternative you've developed. I just searched the alternative of teaching women over 50 to surf, and guess what? It must be a really great idea because there is a page after page of companies that do it. If I believe that my concept is much better than the existing competition, then I need to look even further. Continue researching your potential competition for each alternative until you come up with the alternative that makes the most sense with the least amount of competition. Determine your profit potential. While researching your alternatives, make a note of the various price points of the competition. Fortunately, most of the surf lessons for women over 50 are actually provided by local surf schools. This idea and concept would be to package Mexico surf trips, maybe 10 days. Tom could take 8 women per trip. I'll go too. It would include up to upscale accommodations, 9 5-star dining experiences, surfboard rental, 10 hours of instruction, round-trip air, and insurance. The concept would be to market to affluent women who might be wanting to be enabled. And since we know what the variable costs are, we can cost out the inclusions and add our markup for services and commissions. We're going to know pretty much what the effort will produce in terms of what the potential profitability will be. This information is critical to understand. How many groups would we have to take, and at what yield, to meet the overall business plan? Now, you need to test your niche. Use trial balloons to find out the level of interest in your niche. Use PPC advertising to see what your potential return is for your niche. Set up a landing page that collects information from potential clients to be used in the future. Use social media to measure what interest there may be in your specific niche. And once you've digested your test results, you can make a decision to move ahead with your travel niche, or you can go back to the drawing board. Never forget that analysis can lead to paralysis. Don't overthink your decision, as the only way it will bear fruit is by making it happen. If you have the knowledge, the experience, passion, and motivation, your niche is certainly going to bear fruit. So in order to help you find your travel niche, there's a list of more common travel specialties that might spark ideas for you. A travel niche doesn't have to meet any sort of criteria other than meeting your profit expectations and your passion. Remember that a travel niche focuses on clients that are interested in your niche and represents an opportunity to increase the overall yields in your business. As such, you should never waver your focus on your niche. Yes, you might lose some of your current clients, but they're going to be replaced with higher yielding clients that will make you more profitable. So you can read in this article, and on this video, you'll learn some more descriptions of each travel niche. Here's a list for you to start with. Destination specialists, luxury travel, destination weddings, cruises, Disney travel, complex travel, all-inclusive resorts, corporate travel, adventure travel, family travel, senior travel, multi-generational travel, LGBTI travel, wellness travel, gastrotourism, medical tourism, sports tourism, bucket list travel, agritourism, voluntourism, honeymoon and vow renewal travel, faith-based tourism, special needs travel, pet-friendly travel, women-only travel, motor coach travel, mancations, shopping tourism, millennial travel, and music tourism, and more. The most important thing is to remember the 5 W's: the what, the when, the where, the who, and the why. This will help you focus on the actual viability of a travel niche concept. Your travel niche needs to meet your overall profitability requirements. Destinations, hobbies, sports, your social network, and passion are all important ingredients in finding your travel niche. And always research and test your travel niche before you make the final commitment to launch it. We hope that you've enjoyed this video tutorial and have found it useful and informative. If you have, why not give it a like and a share? And if you would like to be contacted when we release further video tutorials for travel professionals, why not subscribe to our channel? Thank you so much for watching.